Hey, welcome back everybody. Red Dog here. I want to thank you all for the views and the likes. Thank you so much. The Armor video has been somewhat popular from a small little channel, but as a former tanker, I went through OSUT, which is a basic training for armor, and I'll break it down and explain it to you a little bit. The reason we're doing this is because a lot of you guys have emailed me, and some of you posted in the comments, and you guys are curious about what to expect on basic. First, let's start by saying that it's not basic in the traditional sense. It's OSUT, meaning one station unit training where they combine basic training with your AIT. So you're doing your school and your basic training for 16 weeks, but I do believe that now it's up to 18 weeks, 18 or 17, I'm not sure. The new Benning guys might be able to correct that. I did watch the video for the Command Sergeant Major over in Fort Bragg, which is the new home of Armor. Used to be Fort Knox, Kentucky. Those were armor tankers and scouts were made. Anyways, let's break down OSUT. So let's go with 18 weeks, okay? Now, mind you, I went through back in 95, but I'm pretty sure not much has changed as far as the curriculum. I mean, I'm sure it has changed and it's improved, but the basics are still there. So let's start with day one. To Helmet Head, shout out. Much respect and proud of you. He was one of the guys that made a comment, and he signed up to be a 19 kilo. So we're rooting for you and can't wait till you finish, and welcome you to the family as a tanker. Make the best of it. And he had a couple of questions. Helmet Head, you put it in the comments, so I think I'm okay to go ahead and talk about it. He was worried about making it, and one thing I could tell you right off the bat before I start breaking down those 18 weeks of what you're going to be doing is that you need to keep in mind it's a mind game. Drill sergeants are not going to hurt you, at least not anymore. They know the boundaries. They know how far to push you. When you think you want to quit, when you feel like you can't go no more, you can. Your body's very resilient, and they know this. You know, they go through hundreds of us, and they know what they're doing. So never quit. Always keep going. If you're running, keep running. If you're puking, puke as you run. Get up and keep going. Your body's not gonna give up on you. And those drill sergeants, they're gonna take care of you. They know how far to push you. And when you think that's the limit, it's not. Others have gone through it and have gone through a lot worse. It's just gonna make you stronger. It's a mind game, you know. One of the advices I give is to keep your world small, and I got that from Luttrell. One of his videos, he said that, and it makes a lot of sense, you know, and that's what I did through basic, although I didn't know that's what I was doing. Well, not basic, OSUT. I kept focused on the task at hand. Sorry, these dogs. I kept focused on the task at hand, and maybe only thought about the next task coming up. I never saw it as 16 weeks down the road, you know. It was just what I was doing. Focus on that. Pay attention to detail. Listen to what the drill sergeants say. When they say things, they're very specific, so you need to do exactly what they say. All right, that will keep you out of trouble. If not, they'll probably smoke you. They're definitely gonna smoke you. That means they're gonna make you do push-ups, sit-ups, front, back goes. They'll condition your body. They'll condition your mind. Some people may say that it's brainwashing, and to an extent I might agree, but not on the negative connotation that they say it. You got to remember, you going in, you're probably 18, 20. Some of you might be 17, very eager to go in, so they got to get those bad habits out of you. And they only have a set amount of time, being now I believe it's 18 weeks. So they got to break you down, and then they got to build you right back up. It sounds like such a cliche, but those are the facts. And you're gonna be a better human being, a better person, more disciplined, mentally, physically, once you come out of there. You may not think so, but believe me, you will be. There's gonna be a lot of things from basic that will stick with you throughout your life. Me, for example, to this day, my boot laces, my shoelaces, I was doing leftover right. It's one of the things you learn over there, I maintain things very organized, and it's just years of training. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into OSUT. Your first day, you're gonna get there. You're probably gonna go to what's called reception. Right there, you're probably gonna spend a couple days, a week, depending when the next cycle starts. Then you're gonna get a basic issue. So you're gonna get a couple duffel bags. You're gonna get your A and B bag. You're gonna have all your military issue gear is gonna be given to you. They're gonna take you to the barber, and if it's still like it used to be, don't ask for anything, because they're just gonna shave your head anyways. You're gonna stack up, be on a line, ducks in a row. You're gonna get all your shots. Gonna get probably about 14 shots, 10, 14 shots. And when I went through, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same, you'll have a medic here and a medic here, and they'll just prick you in both arms. And you just keep walking, and they just keep shooting. And when I went through, it was with those air syringes, I guess you call them. It was air pressure, and it just kind of shoots in you. It kind of felt like you were cattle. But again, it's efficiency. So doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to work, and it has to work properly. Your drill sergeants will come eventually to pick you up, like I said, after the basic issues given to you. Your haircut, you do some admin work, paperwork that you got to do. You're probably also going to be introduced to Firewatch, and you're going to pull Firewatch. That means 1 or 2 hours a night there'll be a roster. Somebody stays up during that time, then you wake up, your relief. All right, after that, you're gonna have all the drill sergeants show up. You're gonna be probably sitting outside on top of your bags, and then you're just gonna see a sea of drill sergeants. That's the way it was for me. I sort of got, they must have brought everybody from every company, because it wasn't just our company. It was probably about 150 of us. and in the front we just saw this line of like 15 drill sergeants, and then we looked back and there was like another 15 drill sergeants, and they just come to just swarm you. And I guess that's what they used to call the shark attack. And from what I understand, AC Angry Cops did a video on this, saying that the new Sergeant Major of the Army said that you can't do it, and they do something different now, but it's basically going to be the same. Your drill sergeants are probably going to give you a couple minutes to get all your bags and get your asses on the bus, on the Bluebirds or cattle trucks. In Fort Knox back in '95, they were using cattle trucks to put us in there, and that's probably the first test they give you. It's like, get on the bus, you got 2 minutes, get all your bags. Now if you guys are smart, don't look for your bag, just help your next buddy just freaking load bags and load your asses in there. They'll probably have you do it a few times, and they're just to start instilling on you to pay attention and to what they're saying. They said get the bags in the bus and get your asses in there. They didn't say get your bag, they said get the bags. So you need to pay attention to detail. Paying attention to detail is the paramount advice I could give you. Attention to detail. Listen to what the drill sergeant says and do it. Don't question it. Don't think. You're not supposed to think. You're supposed to do what they tell you. Don't come up with your own solutions of what needs to be done. Do what they tell you to do. Okay? That doesn't mean don't have initiative. Okay? That's something different. But do as you're told. Then you're gonna get off. They're gonna take you to your barracks, and it'll be the same thing. You got 2 minutes to get everything off the bus. You know, just get everything off the bus. Don't sort nothing out. Just get everything out. Get on formation. Then they'll probably smoke you a few times. You know, do some push-ups, some sit-ups. They'll get you to the base. Then they'll teach you how to make your bed. They'll teach you how to set up your wall locker. They'll tell you everything exactly how it should be done. As long as you pay attention, you'll be fine. And again, it's a mind game. You may think that the drill sergeant hates you or anything. They don't. You know, they're there to turn you into a future warrior, a future tanker, and teach you team cohesion. Is something that is very important as a armor crew member, because it's 4 of you in that tank, and you're together 24/7. You're gonna eat, sleep, work. You're gonna do everything together. Okay, so you need to start learning how to be a team. Again, very important. I mean, overall in the military, but as a tanker, it's a big thing. Something that you really need to do, and it's a brotherhood and a bond that you're gonna build that will last your lifetime. Like right now, I'm out here. I moved, and I'm with a buddy of mine. We served together about 18 years ago. Haven't seen each other in 18 years, but we stayed in touch. I just showed up about 12 days ago, and it's like nothing. We just picked up where we left off, you know. And that, you know, it's beautiful. I can't even explain it to you, you know. Don't listen to all the negative stuff that people say. You know, there's a lot of shitbags out there that they can't cut it. I'm sorry to say that, you know, there's always bad apples. Some shit you're gonna have to deal with, but don't be that shitbag. You know, enjoy your job. It's a very rewarding job, and it feels great to know that you accomplished something. And when you accomplish it as a team, it's beautiful. You know. Anyways, let's get back to basic. All right, so basic will not end for you like regular military does. They do like 8 weeks, and then they'll go to their AIT, which is their school. You're gonna be doing school and basic, so you know they're gonna be conditioning you. It's basic for 18 weeks for you guys. You know, it's not gonna be 8. Do they let off? A little bit. They got faces, red, yellow, and black, I believe it was, or green. Yeah, 4. It's 3 or 4. Can't remember. But to be honest with you, we're pretty much in ref phase the entire time. Don't mess with you. Maybe after a few weeks, they're like, all right, you're going to yellow phase or black phase. And then the slightest thing you do is go right back to ref phase, And ref phase is where they treat you like you're new. But in reality, they're going to keep you in ref phase the entire time. Maybe the last 2 weeks, they'll let off a little bit. At least that's the way it was with us, After we did our field training, our bivouac, and our march, which you guys are going to miss out on. Back in Kentucky, we had an agony, misery, and oh man, how can I forget that one? Agony, misery, and heartbreak. Now, let me tell you, I was there during winter in '95, and when you're going up this hill, the grade is like, I don't know, it's insane. You could put your hand out and touch the ground in front of you. I don't know how Benning has Benning has it set up now, which is the new home of Armor. Which, by the way, I think at the beginning I said Bragg. It's Benning, Fort Benning. That's where you will be going. So you guys are kind of missed out on that. It was kind of a rite of passage, And after we finished that, we only had about a week and a half left, and the drill sergeant is, eased off from us for a little bit. You're gonna go to the gas chamber. You're going with your mask, and you're good. They're gonna ask you to break the seal. You leave your eyes closed. You put it back on, so you have some of the stuff there. You open your eyes again, and you're gonna feel it. Then eventually they're gonna tell you take it off. And believe me, if you have any kind of sinus issues or anything, it's gonna clear you out. You come out of there and you're gonna have snot, spit, everything coming out of you. It's gonna feel horrible. Don't be scared. I know you might feel like you're gasping for air or whatever, but enjoy it. Because it's so much fun. It's memories that, if you have a positive state of mind, you'll be just fine. Just remember, they're not gonna hurt you. And there's been thousands and thousands of tankers that have gone through that training, and they're all fine. Eventually, you go to the motor pool. Probably after a few weeks. It took a while to get to the motor pool, and then you start doing classes in there. You're gonna learn about each station: your driver station, your loader station, gunner station, tank commander station. Each station has a lot of things, driver, which is what you're gonna be when you get to your first unit. 9 times out of 10 you'll be a driver. Okay. They're gonna teach you how the system works and everything. They're gonna teach you maintenance. Maintenance is gonna be a big thing. PMCS, preventative maintenance, is something that you're gonna do every time on your tank. There's several checks that you gotta do. You have a TM, technical manual. There's 2 of them, and it tells you exactly what to do in this. It's written like at a 5th grade level, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. And it tells you exactly how to do each check, and that's what they're gonna teach you. Again, attention detail, right? Very important to keep your track well maintained. That's your livelihood, and that's your brother's livelihood. You keep your shit straight. That way you could back up your wingman, your brothers in the other tank. Tank platoon consists of 4 tanks. So you're gonna have the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. The 1 tank will be your lieutenant, 2 tank will be his wingman, and it's usually the most experienced non-commissioned officer will take the 2 tank to back up the lieutenant. Then you have your 4 tank, which is your platoon sergeant, and then he has the 3 tank being his wingman. Okay, although it might change, 3 may be backing up 1, and 2 may, depends on your unit SOP. SOP being your standard operating procedures. You're gonna learn a lot of acronyms. Again, on OSUT, your basic, you're gonna learn all that. You're gonna learn your, from minute things. Well, not minute, but they're important. You're gonna learn military jargon, military alphabet, proper communications procedures. They're gonna teach you how to. Titus, get out of there. Sorry, my dogs are. Titus, leave that alone, Titus. Titus, get away from there. No. Sorry, we out in the country now, and he's over there digging for a gopher that has been running around. So yeah, they're gonna teach you the SIGARs, the radios, how to encrypt them. They're gonna teach you land navigation. Land navigation was a blast. I enjoyed the hell out of it. You're gonna have daytime and nighttime. They're gonna show you how to plot your points that you're going to. Pay attention to it. It's fun, and it's a good thing to know, and it's something that you're gonna have to know. Give me 1 second. All right, so I believe we're in land navigation, right? So you're gonna have land navigation, very important. Mounted land navigation is a little different than dismounted, naturally, right? And you're eventually gonna learn all this stuff. They're just gonna teach you the very basics, right? Pay attention. It's gonna help you. When you get to your unit, the first year, 2 years, pretty much the entire career, you're gonna be learning new stuff. There's so they're gonna teach you each task for the test that you're gonna have to take. There's a thing called EIA, Excellence in Armor, which you go in, unless you went in with some kind of prior ROTC or something, you're gonna be a private PV1, right? Well, check this out. If you apply yourself, you do well on your physical training, your PT, and your first time go on every test, 10%, I believe it's about 10% of the class gets first time goals or anything like that. Well, it's like the top 10% will be selected for excellence in armor, but the requirements are first time go, and I believe back then, I think it was like 280 or 300 PT score, something like that. I went in as a private, and I did well, and I got excellence in armor, and that automatically promotes you to E3. It's more pay, and in my case, it was right before the E2s were coming out, so we stayed for an additional 3 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that, to learn the new tank. And we got the new identifier, which was a kilo 400, I think it was, or kilo 4, something like that. So it was a 19 kilo 400, or kilo 4, or something like that. And that identified us as A2 trained, So there's a lot of good things that you could get while you're in basic. Don't be a shitbag again, and push yourself. Like I said, if you're gonna puke while you're running, You know, if you think you're gonna fall asleep during guard, stand up, walk around. Basic is gonna be what you make of it, and it's very important for your career because it's kind of gonna set the tone of the type of soldier you're gonna be. If you're gonna be mediocre and basic, not really apply yourself, you're probably gonna be mediocre throughout your entire career. So pay attention. And for you guys that on the comments and the emails, I hope this helps you. Don't be scared of basic. It's a mind game. Don't let it get to you. Do everything they tell you and don't quit. Don't ever quit. Always push forward, you know, and you'll be fine. And for I had one other comment that I wanted to say something about. I know there's a brother, Leatherneck, Marine. He was thinking to come over to the Army as armor. And for those of you on different branches that are thinking to come over, especially the Marines, our promotions our slots for promotion are a lot better than most of the other branches, at least in armor. So upward mobility is pretty good. So yeah, I would do it. And you know, think you'll enjoy it. Again, guys, I hope this helped. You have any other questions, let me know. I'm gonna play some video in the background, some recruiting video, probably some PMCS videos. We also play I'm gonna try and find some videos on services, which is where you pull the pack, which is the turbine of the tank out, and to do this full maintenance. You would do those a couple times a year. Well, guys, wish you the best of luck, and enjoy basic training. It's fun. Make it fun. All right, guys, this is Red Dog 4 out.